Andrew would have been perfect, but I guess
Andrew would have been
in Kat's
perfect.
class, and then he was
Yeah.
teaching another class, like whatever. Gosh, are you busy, Andrew?
Andrew, yeah, he's such like a perfect, I don't know. He's just perfect. He's a perfect big brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's a perfect brother. I was like, I have to pick his brain and get all his knowledge before he leaves.
Yeah. I don't know when he's leaving, do you know?
It makes me sad. Like, he's like, I sent in an application. I was like, don't leave.
Yeah.
Stay and teach the big cats class forever.
We have a new stray cat at the smart home.
Aww.
Yep. One of my residents is like, can I take him in? And I'm like,
No.
you're leaving in like 5 minutes to go to the airport. You're not putting the cat inside the house.
Yeah. It's like, who's going to take care of it? Everybody's going to be
I know. He's like, you'll be here for a while. I'm like, mm-mm.
Yeah. It's like an extra day. Really?
Yeah. And it looked like a house cat too. It was like well groomed and well fed and really people friendly. So it probably just ran away from.
Yeah, it probably just walked out and it was like, I'll be back home
Yeah.
whenever I get bored.
Yeah. Whenever I want kibble.
Yeah, exactly. What is a turtle?
Oh, the box turtle?
Yeah.
My sister and I kept turtles. And then I found out it was illegal. And then we let them go.
My first ever pet was a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
That my brother saved. Like, he used to like mow the lawn in our neighborhood. That was his like little business.
Yeah.
and
Did
whatever.
he mow him over?
No, he almost ran her over, but then he was like, "Oh no, it's a baby turtle," and brought her in, and she's my first pet. It was Kelly. She was great.
That's
We had a
cool.
whole funeral for her when she died.
Oh no. How long did you have her then?
I don't know. It's like almost a year, I think, or at least a year.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't know what went wrong. I think she got sick or something. We just didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our turtles were escape artists. They would climb on top of each other to get to the top of the cage.
You had a lot then.
We kept, well, I lived in the middle of the woods, so they would appear all the time. We'd just be like, you're mine.
Yeah, this is when I was in Georgia, so
Mm.
this is the woods.
Yeah.
How did that change?
But yeah, the top of the lid will come off if like with no pressure at all. It's not latched or anything. So they'd be able to push it off and escape. But it was an outdoor box, and it was like an open outdoor box.
Yeah.
And then one day I came by and they were all gone.
Yeah.
So either neighbors stole them, which at first I blamed them for that, or
Something got 'em.
or something ate them, because they're just turtles in a box.
Yeah.
And we have foxes and coyotes and stuff, so.
Yeah, I was like, I think you just like set your turtles up for their own death.
Yeah.
They're like trying to warn you, like, don't leave us here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
We kept them for like 3 or 4 years, though. It was a long time before they disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so sad when Kelly died.
Yeah. I think the neighbors took them.
He's still holding on to the neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kept her inside, and we had this whole like giant terrarium
Mm.
my mom bought, and like we kept her and like had a pool in there for her. And then we like my mom bought her this play mat so you could let her out. But she was like, don't let her on my carpet, so we put her on the play mat and just let her like crawl.
Aw.
Okay. I think now maybe the shade white balance setting would be better.
I'm gonna sit up.
We're almost there.
How should I put my hair? How should I put my hair?
Okay, 1.
Okay, yep. This is 1.
Wait, that's 1?
Yeah, this is 1.
Okay, so that's 1.
And 2.
2.
And then 3.
3.
And then 4. Then I can also do like this
Yeah.
and stuff.
Maybe 4. Get that last strand.
Oh.
So people can really see your face.
Do I want that?
No, you did good. It looks good.
Okay.
I like it. It's nice. I could not sleep last night. I think it's because I tried to go to bed early.
I couldn't sleep either. I woke up at like 5 a.m. unable to go back to sleep.
Yeah, I was like, from like 2 to 3, I could not sleep. And then like 3, I almost fell asleep.
Mhm.
But you know how you're on the verge of sleep? And then someone called me and my like phone went off and I was like shocked until awake.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
so mad, I like silenced the phone, and then I laid there and I couldn't fall asleep.
Okay, great. So I think we are ready to get started.
Alright.
So just be asking you a series of questions. So we'll be asking them, but then you guys
Oh, I'll have the
will
conversation.
we'll sort of have a conversation and maybe sort of repeat the question as if you're asking it to the other person, and we'll sort of delegate that for you.
Yeah. Are you gonna say like Victoria, ask Andy, or?
Yeah, I'll do that. So you go by
Oh.
Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrea.
Andy, can you let
Oh.
the lens for a second? I'm just focusing. I'm not.
Okay.
You guys look great on camera.
Yeah, you do.
Yay.
Quickly, Liza.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
I
it's.
think it's funny
Yeah.
like, how we dress really like embodies us.
Does that look okay?
Yeah, that's
I
great.
feel.
Yeah, I like it.
What are you saying?
You and plaid. That's what I'm saying.
This is my best shirt.
Yeah, you being like sweater.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's cold outside. Sweater.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's not that cold.
You know when we got like slush snow here for like 0.5 seconds?
Yes.
That
I
go-
was out.
They got 13 inches back home.
Really?
Yeah, and
We
that.
got 10 inches in Georgia. My aunt called and she's like, did you get any snow? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, we did, but no.
Yeah, my sister got like 10 inches, and then she called me. She's like, "You're gonna get 10 inches," and I'm like, "Okay." And then it
You're
comes and
like,
it's just like
no.
sad.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, dang.
Not yet, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. But Victoria, can you talk just in your normal voice and as if you were on camera, and just tell Andy what you had for breakfast this morning?
Okay.
Did you have breakfast?
I didn't have
I didn't have
Okay.
breakfast either.
I like went to go get my bagel, and somehow it got all moldy. Like somehow moisture got into my little container.
Yeah.
Like I had it in Tupperware, so I'm really confused how moisture got in. And so when I opened it, I was like, this smells weird, and there's mold on the other side of my bagel. I was
Yeah,
really
not
upset.
worth
I
it.
was like, wow. So then I took a bite out of my donut.
Nice.
And it went.
Yeah. I've already cleared out my room of like all perishables, so
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to do that tonight. I'm gonna like ask my GR and RC if they want any cheese and sour cream.
yeah.
Yeah. And what was this other thing? Oh, with the snow, I was so excited.
Mhm.
So I like went to my car the day, like the first day it was snowing,
Mhm.
and my car was covered in snow, and I was like, yes.
That's awesome.
Like I had to scrape off the snow so I could see out the back window, and I was like, I feel so official. And then the next day, I went to a place called the Conservator Center. Does anyone know this place?
No.
No.
Yeah. I went. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. But the first day I was planning on going, it snowed out.
Mm.
And then I went yesterday, and it was cool. I'll show you videos.
Okay.
They had like lions, tigers, and wolves.
Okay. I was wondering if it was like a restaurant
Where
or.
is this?
It's in Burlington, North Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like a little rescue.
And what's it called?
It's called the Conservator Center.
Weird.
Yeah.
Heard of that.
It was nice, but I'm not sure about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the things they were saying, I was like, Like they were talking about, like they socialize some of the animals. I was like, that seems like you're gonna get eaten, and then the whole park's gonna get shut down.
Oh, so right. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like human socialize with it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
like against protocol. Probably.
Exactly, but I'm like, because they're not AZA certified, they're a rescue. So like
Oh,
for
yeah.
them it would be allowed.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, that's questionable.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it with the lions and tigers, which I was like, thank
Good call.
God.
Right.
But they did it with like the wolves, and I was like, I know wolves are like dogs,
But they're not.
dogs. And I know you said that on the tour, but I don't think you comprehend how much they're not dogs.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was still cool because like it'd be really funny. Like one thing would set off all the animals, so you hear like the lions in the back like chuffing, roaring or
Yeah.
whatever, and then like the wolves start howling, and they have the coyote, and you just start like going off, and they have like the New Guinea singing dogs there. So it was just really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys ready to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
go? Yeah. So we'll start off with Andy. You can ask Victoria. Why did you decide to major in environmental science? And I know you haven't declared your major, but we can act
Oh,
when we do
by the time this video is out, I should have. Yeah.
Okay.
When will
Okay.
this video be out?
I would say in January is probably when it will
Okay,
get published.
so you won't be declared by then.
Yeah. Well.
You're a little lazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, sorry, I had to throw in a roast there. Like, it was just an opportune moment.
Okay.
Sorry, continue with it.
It's
Sure.
gonna be part of the outtakes.
Thanks. The bloopers video. Andy gets roasted.
It was like, I'm gonna comment on the video, like, she still has not declared yet.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Could you guys pull your waters apart slightly? Thank you. There.
Yeah,
that
that's
looks
My
more
half the
natural.
table.
Yeah, that's your fault.
My-
Yeah, because you drank some of your water and you just put it too close to mine.
No, they were right next to each other.
Okay,
Okay, whatever. Okay, I already. Maybe we should start.
Okay, great. All right, so yeah. Andy, you can ask
Yep.
Victoria first. Why did you decide to major in
Yeah.
environmental science?
So why did you oh we can't okay. All right, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So why did you decide to major in environmental sciences?
Well, I actually really liked environmental science because I came in thinking of like 3 different majors. And when I was like looking at the environmental science major, I started realizing like how open it is and how you can like explore different avenues and then even specialize and make your own specific thing that you're really interested in. And so that openness and like the fact that it allowed you to create something that's really yours and you can put on your diploma was really interesting to me. Yeah. So why did you decide to be environmental science?
So I guess I'm one of the lucky people who came to Duke knowing exactly what I wanted to do, which is basically I wanted to have a major that would allow me to pursue my passions of protecting the environment and learning everything I can about the natural world. So it was mostly a question for me of whether like EOS or environmental sciences or environmental science and policy. And it turns out I really like the hard science. Policy is really important, and the intersection between science and policy is, of course, something that's really important for implementing anything as far as like environmental policy. But it's the sciences that I'm really into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Beautiful answer to you guys.
Oh, this is like an off-camera guest question already, but as far as like, I recently did a podcast and they said like, because it wasn't like camera and it wasn't like one role, they would have us like sometimes, they'd ask us a question and we'd answer it and they're like, okay, you could have said that in like 2 sentences and they'd have us say it again.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do that too or?
Well, actually, that would be great. I mean, we don't need to do that with every single question. but I
Right.
think For some of them.
If it's ever like a meandering path, okay, yeah, okay.
Because it is the same thing. I mean, we're just going to be cutting up.
Yeah,
And then the other thing, which is really hard not to do, I have a hard time not doing this, but when you're listening to the other person talk, is, nodding and smiling,
Yeah.
that's good, but not making any noise.
oh, right, yeah.
Which I always am like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So just watch out for that.
Okay.
Not doing that. Just so that we can.
myself.
Yeah, it's so hard not to do that, but I'll remind you guys if I hear you doing it. Okay, so next question. What, and these are, pretty much everything that we talked about before,
Yeah.
so a lot of repeats. So what unique opportunities have you been able to take advantage of at the Nicholas School? So
Okay, so specifically at the Nicholas School?
yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, and I mean, we're going to be, you can sort of talk about the lab experience, which we'll be talking about a little bit more.
Yeah.
You guys also mentioned the marine lab. I think you also
Yeah.
mentioned some really like hands-on classes that you were doing.
Yeah.
So this is the time to talk about those things.
Mm-hmm.
Was Lamar Center Nick School or no? It's
Oh,
not, but
it isn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it is environmental science related. But yeah, maybe not talk about
Okay,
that.
no, that's
Yeah.
good. I just wanted to check. I was like,
Yeah.
should I
Yeah.
throw this in?
And I think the smart home is with Pratt technically.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But the service learning class, that's an environmental science class.
Yeah.
That's taught by a professor here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in Stewart's lab, and then
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I said last week. I know I said Lamar
Mar-
Center.
a marine lab. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, talk about marine lab.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
spring travel courses.
Yeah. Small plug.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And whoever wants to ask first can go, I guess. Yeah.
So, like, I guess the question is, like, what?
What
Yeah, what opportunities have you been able to take advantage of
Yeah.
within the School of the Environment?
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe say School of the Environment instead of Nicholas School. I think.
School of the Environment.
School of the
Okay.
Environment.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first again?
I
Or?
can ask it.
Okay, sure.
What unique opportunities? Okay, what opportunities have you been able to take advantage of in environmental school?
There's one class that I just finished up. It's a service learning class, which is like a special kind of course that you can take here at Duke, where instead of the traditional, you go to lectures, you take notes, you have a quiz, and at the end you take an exam. It's more hands-on. It's a project-based class. So in my class, we all had clients come and propose ideas that they wanted us to solve that are environmentally related. So my group, they wanted us to make a herpetofauna, a citizen science program for the Duke Forest. So we spent all semester researching existing programs and interviewing people and actually creating recommendations for how to make a citizen science project. So while I think, taking math classes and organic chemistry is really important, I'm also getting like real life skills, how to talk to people, how to make observations, how to create recommendations and give presentations. It's like more tangible and also very useful skills that I'll probably use in my career in the future. What about you?
Well, I'm really excited about an opportunity that's really unique to Duke in general, the Marine Lab. So there's so many classes you can take in Beaufort and learn, have like, again, the hands-on learning that you were talking about, but more in like an ocean and like beach kind of ecosystem setting. And I'm really excited about that. And the travel courses that are offered in the spring that allow you to go international and get international field experience, which is really exciting for me because that's something I'm very interested for my career. So to have that opportunity to actually get started as an undergrad, getting international experience is really exciting for me.
Is there a course you're like particularly interested in at the Marine Lab, or?
I'm really interested in, there's a course in Singapore that's on urban ecosystems and how kind of animals react to like urbanization. So I'm really excited to go to that class and see like how the human-wildlife interactions change and how do you like preserve species when there are like urbanization occurring and development happening. So I'm excited for that one. Yeah.
That's cool.
Very good. So can you say the beginning of that, Begin Victoria, is actually Beaufort? Which is
Beaufort.
confusing.
No.
Beaufort's in
Yeah.
South Carolina, and they're spelled the exact same way, so it's
That's funny.
really confusing.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it. I didn't pronounce it correctly. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, so it just say sort of the beginning couple sentences again where like, I think you said, I'm really excited about all the Marine Lab has to offer and about taking classes in Beaufort. I think just,
Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
intro that you said.
Okay. An opportunity I'm really excited about that's unique to Duke in general is going to Beaufort and studying at the Marine Lab. It's really amazing that we have the opportunity to go to a campus that's on an island itself and then do field research and take classes that focus on marine ecosystems and give you hands-on experience at Beaufort, and then also have the opportunity to take travel courses in the spring where you go international and get international field experience. For me, that's really exciting because that's something I'm looking forward to in my future, doing international work. So to have that opportunity as an undergrad to get that experience is really amazing.
Is Beaufort an island?
Beaufort itself isn't, but the Marine Lab is on an island.
Wait, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bridge you have to drive on.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I thought it was like a little like jet.
No.
Interesting. You said that and I was like,
You're like, what?
cool.
Blew your mind.
Ivers Island, it's called. Yeah. Okay. Great job.
Yeah. I
Uh-oh.
was holding that sneeze in. I was like, don't ruin the shot.
Okay. So, did you have any thoughts on that or say anything again?
I don't know, maybe we can circle around at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, I think at the end we're going to come back to talk about the Marine Lab a little bit more.
Okay.
But, or is there anything else?
Well, I was thinking maybe of some like good like connector sentences, like having them say the opportunities I
Oh,
So I guess maybe two things, just so we have it.
yeah.
So maybe each of you asking each other just the question again, like in a natural way, however you would ask it. I know it's kind of weird when someone says, "Can you ask this specific question?" But maybe something along the lines of like, "So what opportunities have you taken advantage of, or what cool things have you done, or whatever?
Yeah.
Right.
What cool things have you done at the School of the Environment?"
Yeah.
Just so we can get both of those questions, so we have them if we need them.
Gotcha.
So, Andy, do you want to start?
Do you want to do both of them? Like what opportunities and like what cool things? Or
Yeah, maybe you can try it a couple of times, whatever
Yeah.
feels most natural to you.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, actually, give me 1 sec. Mine stopped. I don't know if you restarted
Yeah,
that.
I restarted that one.
Okay.
Wait, am I supposed to do that?
I think I'm asking you.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're just asking the questions, not
Just
answering.
asking
Okay.
the question. Whoever wants to go first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here we go. Okay.
no, you can go. I don't
Okay.
have a plan.
Yeah. So what cool things have you done at the School of the Environment?
Things. What things have you been able to do at the School of the Environment?
Very cool. And yeah, maybe we could have one of you say like there's been so many opportunities available to undergrads at the School of the Environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or both of you could try.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sure, I can say something.
It's sort of like as if you're starting to answer
Yeah.
the question. You guys
Yeah,
just
make sure. The School of the Environment offers so many different opportunities for undergrads.
Mhm.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
that's perfect. It's like succinct. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, there's a ton of things you can do at the School of the Environment for undergrads. I stole your wow.
I feel weird.
That was great. Very natural.
Yeah. Very, very good. Okay, great job. So moving on to the next question. So now we're going to talk a little bit about your experience in the lab. So one thing Scotty mentioned was we don't need to talk about how hard it was for you to,
Right.
to get
In contact with
Stewart's
Stewart.
attention and all
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But maybe just sort of talking about, just what a unique experience you guys have been able to have because you've been working in his lab, and you can mention his name and sort of the general field of study. And
Yeah. Would you like us to refer to him as Dr. Pym?
I think so.
Okay, it'll be hard. We
Yeah, we always call Stuart. But we'll
yeah, we've been in a situation where we had to call him Dr. Pym before, and we always mess up. But yeah.
I'll keep an ear out for that and remind
Yeah.
you guys. And then, we really liked the stories where you were talking about interacting with the other lab members and the advice they were giving you.
Yeah.
And even if they give you a hard time about stuff or
Mhm.
so you guys can start by asking so what experience or how to phrase that one. So like what's it been like working in Dr. Pym's lab or working in a lab in the School of the Environment? And then you guys can go on to have sort of a natural conversation like we did the other day where you just sort of discuss what all that you like about it.
Yeah.
Should we I guess we have to. We can say each other it's fun working with each other.
Yeah, it's
it'd be great. Yeah, just sort of so it's clear that both of you guys are working.
Yeah.
in the lab.
Okay.
yeah. Trying to think of how to ask, because I want to be like, I don't know, because I don't know.
Or you could be like, so what do you like most about working in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that-
Yeah. So that sort of
Mhm.
indicates that you both.
Yeah.
Do you got it? You want me to ask?
Can try to ask if you want me to.
What's your favorite part? What's been your favorite part of working in Dr. Pym's lab?
So being able to interact with and get advice and work with Dr. Pym has been so mind-blowingly cool. This guy is a renowned scientist, publishing papers that people across the world have read and used for their own research, and to work with him and have him show me how to do environmental science research has just been like, it's one of the coolest things I've done so far, and one of the most amazing things. I'll tell my friends back home that I'm working with a famous scientist as a sophomore as an undergrad, and it's almost unbelievable. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think that's like an amazing thing offered by the environmental school, and just Duke also, that the fact that we're able to work with like these renowned scientists that have their own Wikipedia page, so you can like check them and verify them, whatever, and just knowing that these people are like actually the tops in their field, and they're gonna like share and they're willing to share their knowledge with you, and they're able to like help educate you and like advance your career and offer you like different opportunities that like the school doesn't even offer. So that's like you said, it's been like a mind-blowing experience just knowing that we're working with the top professionals in the fields that we're interested in, and they're giving us their advice, and they're willing and like able to mentor us and want to see us be successful is like amazing.
Yeah, and more than that, I think our lab mates are really cool too. They're a good resource. So Dr. Jacobson, for example, watching him and seeing him having gone through all the stages that we're hoping to go through is really inspiring, and he's given me a lot of good advice personally about persevering with my work. And even though sometimes the research might not be the most glamorous because there's a lot of work that you have to put in before you get to the final like eureka moment, like going through all that is what he told me is very worthwhile. And I don't know.
No, it's really awesome, like our lab setting, and just knowing that, I mean, our lab really is like a family. Like we have the older brother, Dr. Jacobson, and then like the funny younger brothers who just like mess around with us and tease us all the time, but try and actually like help us and help improve our work and our research methods, and just want to see us grow and want to help us through that undergrad process. Is really amazing, and it's great knowing that we have that whole team willing and able to help us and like want us to be successful and want to see us like publish papers and become official researchers ourselves, which is really amazing.
That was so good, you guys. I really loved that. Yeah. Yeah, I like how excited you guys both got talking about that. That was really great. I'm trying to think how to make it like really clear to the viewer that you guys both work in the lab together.
Yeah.
So maybe talking just a little bit, saying, not going into detail about the project that you guys do together, but sort of, I don't know if there's an anecdote or something you can tell about, well, I guess, yeah, just how nice it's been to work together as a team on a project.
Can talk about how I was so happy to join you.
Yeah, can we talk about like how we love being lab mates or something?
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm just gonna
how amazing is it to work with me as a lab mate?
No, it's okay.
I'm trying to think. How do we make it clear? Maybe like talk about not to be like bratty or anything, but like maybe talk about like my first day. So like you talking about how you're like, yay, I saw you, and I was like, yay, I'm in a lab.
Yeah. Trying to think of a question, like.
Yeah. Or I could just say like, just in general, our first days in lab. So I can be like, how was your first day?
Oh, mine was so boring. I don't know what to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't have to start every conversation with a question. So if it's not natural to start this conversation with a question.
I feel like I could start by being like, and I'm so grateful for the day you walked in the door and joined me, or something like that. Yeah,
that sounds good.
Okay. Want to just try that?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm so grateful for the day that you walked in the door and joined me. So I had been at it for about a month or so, working on this project by myself, and it was really fun. I mean, this hummingbird project that we're working on was well on its way, but to have you join and to have us like figure out this new world together was really nice.
Yeah, no, it was pretty great walking in and realizing that there's another undergrad in the lab. It always worries you being like the lower end of the pedestal, but just knowing that like not only was everybody like open and like really friendly and social, but just having that other person who's like on the same education level and like on the same level. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure this out, so we can figure it out together. It was a really great and like comfortable feeling.
Yeah, it's great to like use each other and what we know in conjunction, because I think, you know, I've taken stats, for example, and you have experience like working at the Arizona Zoo and stuff. So we just have different skill sets, and like to bring them together to work on this project was really good. It was like much better than me working by myself.
Yeah, and it gives us like the ability to check each other and then like share, like you said, share knowledge with each other, because we're able to be like, hey, like you've been doing it this way, why don't you do it this way? Or like we can brainstorm and have time to be like thinking, what are we doing? What's the next step? And trying to figure it out together, rather than being by yourself in the little corner and being like, hey guys, like what should we do next? So.
Great, very good. Do you have any thoughts about any connector sentences or anything that we need for that?
No, I had jotted down something about, you know, it just seems to me that it's kind of unusual for undergrads to be doing this type of research and having these types of experiences. But Andy, you nailed that at the beginning. I mean, you pointed that out, because I think that's significant. But
Yeah.
do you have any other?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really like how natural your.
So,
Should we,
wow.
is it, I don't know if it's important, but I was wondering, should we like find a way to say what our lab is? Like, not like what it is, but like, so people understand like what our, like
What
kind
it's
of
about.
work is.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Also, does anyone want any crackers? I know you guys didn't eat breakfast.
Oh,
Are you hungry?
I'm actually okay. Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
actually
sorry.
good right now if you want some.
Yeah.
Even though I ate breakfast.
Sorry, I didn't mean like to stare at the box the way that it was. I was like actually interested in like what these were. Organic.
I think we're supposed to feel like off-brand wheat thins.
Oh.
Field.
Well, let me know if you want any.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so how could you say that?
Maybe just say,
You could, maybe,
just like saying what we were looking for in a lab or something.
that would be, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. And then you could also then say, and now we've been working in the lab together for a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
A semester.
semester.
Yeah.
And we're going.
Semester
And a
half
summer.
Because of summer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we've been working together for like, we started working June
In May.
1st.
Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, together.
Mhm.
And
Sorry.
then-
It's not all about you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's perfect. And then maybe you can also talk about your plans for next summer.
Oh yeah.
That you're gonna get to travel and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait.
Yeah, sorry,
First, you want
that's
to
a
talk
lot.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't we ask
how
you?
we find, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
What we were looking for in the lab.
Yeah.
And then.
We can just talk
it's
about that
been-
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that for a while.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
we'll get somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So what were you looking for when you were looking for a place to work?
Yeah, for me, I really know. From sorry, I'm gonna say this again.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I really knew that I wanted to be in like a conservation biology lab, because I'm really interested in doing conservation work for wildlife, and especially like international work. So when I was looking for a lab, the first place I actually went to was my environmental science teacher, because I had no idea like how to weed out all these different labs that are here on campus and all the opportunities that you have, and how to find like the professor who's really aligned with your interests. And after talking to my professor, he pointed me out to Dr. Stuart Pym, who is the best wildlife conservationist like in the world. So that was a pretty amazing opportunity. I reached out to him, and he was like, yeah, of course, like I love having undergrads in my lab, which I found to be like the overarching theme in the School of the Environment. Just, yes, I want to help you, I want you to be successful. So going there and starting work in wildlife conservation and looking at different projects that are available and different directions that could be taken was like really amazing, and it was a great opportunity. So how did you find Dr. Pym?
I actually met him in person for the first time at an E.O. Wilson event, which was like already the coolest night ever, because E.O. Wilson is a hero of mine, and he came for biodiversity days at the Nick School.
Oh,
I need to switch out the card.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I do you need one? I have one over here.
Yeah, I actually do.
Sip it from this side in case my lips keep
Mm. Is it like lip gloss or?
It's just lip But it's like gonna get on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that little spot
Yeah.
there.
Oh, gotta turn it.
Yeah, make it.
We should be like
You're right.
to Stuart's lab.
Yeah, do it. Can you do that actually?
We can.
What should we say? To hummingbirds.
Yes.
Yeah.
hummingbirds.
All right, you wanna?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. To hummingbirds.
Oh, you got a drink after.
Oh wait,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
Okay, and
Oh,
if
wait.
you want to wait until I can
Oh,
get
okay, yeah.
ready,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
just be 1 second.
We should also both say it.
Yeah, we should both say it. To hummingbirds.
To hummingbirds.
No, we should say to lab mates because they're like
Lab mates forever.
life. Yeah, we're like lab mates for life.
Friends and oh what?
Oh, if you can once again just look
Oh,
right
mhm.
into the camera so I can focus.
Friends, lab mates, environmentalists for life.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. All right, you want to do it?
Yeah. What are we gonna say? Hummingbirds or lab mates?
Or lab mates for life. I don't know. What do you want to say?
I like lab mates.
To lab
Yeah.
mates, yeah.
All right.
Wait, to lab mates or lab mates for life?
I don't know.
Lab mates for life. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. All right. Ready?
And go.
Lab mates for life. It's cute.
That was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. That'd be a great way to end the video. I like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, you'd asked me
Yeah.
So
so-
we
do-
were talking, yeah, if you could start from the beginning.
from the beginning. Yeah.
You missed or
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Pim. Oh, did I probably called him Stuart already.
no,
No, you
Oh,
didn't.
sweet.
You said
Okay.
Yo Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to introduce it again? Or you want
Sure.
to just get in?
Yeah.
So how did? Well, no, that's not what I want to say. So what were you looking for when you were trying to find a lab?
Actually, can you ask me the other question?
Yeah. Wait, what did I ask before?
Yes. How did I join?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
How did you find Dr. Pim's lab?
So I actually met Dr. Pim in person for the first time at an E.O. Wilson event, which was like already the coolest night ever. It was for biodiversity days at the Nick School, so they had Paul Simon playing and E.O. Wilson gave a talk among other people, and Dr. Pim was there. And at the end of the event, I walked up to him, got brave, and just introduced myself to him and told him that I was an undergraduate interested in doing research. And he said, well, I've got a project that I've been wanting to do for a long time and could use some help on it. Like, I'll email you and we'll get in touch. And then that's how it started. So that summer, I began research in May, working on our hummingbird project. And then,
Joined you in June.
mhm.
Now we're lab mates forever. Yeah. I found that undergrad professors and professors at Duke in general, especially in the environment school, are really open to having undergrads in their lab and are like, yeah, sure, come join me. And then you just find out that they're super famous and they know everything and they can just help you with any question that you have, which is really a great opportunity because they provide different opportunities, giving you different experience in different areas or having access to different programs or opportunities you didn't know about before. Have you found anything that, Stuart? Oh no! I said it. I'm gonna do that whole thing over
Yeah,
again. 'cause I was trying to
you can
get
probably
some-
just do that one.
like, have you found? You can start.
That question,
do
yeah.
that, okay.
Mhm.
Has Dr. Pim been able to offer you different opportunities that you might not have had before?
Absolutely. I mean, besides the actual research of, exploring hummingbird extinction rates and the stuff that we do, he's taught me a lot about just the scientific community and the research world in general, which, as lovely as our research is, I think maybe even more important to me becoming a scientist and me going out into the world and perhaps one day doing research of my own or working with a team of people. I already have these skills and I'm already getting familiar with how the scientific community works because of being able to watch and work with Stuart. I basically get to learn how the scientific community works by being able to work and watch Dr. Pym do the conservation work that he does and be able to learn from the best.
Yeah, it's been amazing working with Dr. Pym because he's so kind and willing to share all his information and mentor us, which is great because, I mean, he spends most of his time like out of the country doing conservation work, but the fact that he finds time to help us and he wants to help us get experience doing conservation work and going out in the field is an amazing opportunity because it's not something you can get anywhere. This is just something the School of the Environment go back and do that one. This is just something that the School of the Environment really just promotes and wants their faculty to be engaged with their students and vice versa, and it's just an amazing experience.
Yeah, he's so much more than just a lab coordinator. I feel like he's very much a teacher too, because instead of just telling us to go to point A to point B and how to do it, he allows us to try to manipulate the data on our own, like make decisions about how we want to conduct our research.
Tweak things that he may not have thought of, but typically is wrong, but he lets us tweak it anyway.
Yeah, and that kind of learning process I think is more important than just getting from point A to point B the fastest way possible. Like we're learning so much in the time in between.
Yeah, it's been a great opportunity. He's a great mentor, and I mean, obviously we've said this so many times, he's a genius, so it's nice to be able to pick the brain of a genius every once in a while.
Wow, that was great.
Cute.
You guys are like the best advocates for the people of the environment. Awesome. I'm just gonna adjust the mic a little bit. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Okay.
Let's just start the video. Why are you so dirty? Why are you so roastable, Andy?
That's like when Stuart said I was like my spirit animal is a hummingbird.
Hummingbirds are very talented.
And then you immediately were like, you're that one that just sits there and like, yeah, the derpy one. I was like, thanks.
Sorry. I'm just not Okay.
Oh, we need to talk about summer, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be great. Sorry, I'm just gonna eat a cracker real quick.
How did we just end? I think we said something about opportunities.
Yeah. So don't we ask like, oh, you can't ask me what I'm doing this summer though, because I don't know. I can ask you. So what are you planning on doing this summer?
Oh,
Or
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Why'd you ask that when I was like,
No, it was an example question.
yeah.
It might be good to start with maybe not a question this time, but
Yeah.
say it. Like, and not only do we get great hands-on experience in the lab, like I'm also gonna have the opportunity to go out in the field.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to segue that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Um,
We good?
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah, it's amazing that we have this hands-on experience here at school, but also to have different opportunities abroad. I'm really excited that Dr. Pym has helped me get a research position in Gorongosa National Park in Mozambique next summer. So for 10 weeks, I'll be out there tracking leopard populations and seeing how those are doing with the restoration of the national park, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I'm super happy that I can continue the hummingbird work that we've done here at school, but in the real world. So he's gonna, Dr. Pym will be, oh, sorry. I thought there was like a stop.
No, it's like my earbud fell out.
Oh. Yeah, I'm really excited because Dr. Pym has been able to, rewind. I'm excited because, I don't know. I'm like trying to like, because there's like not much I can say about what I'm doing yet.
Should I hit you up with a,
No, it's okay. I can just say that I'm doing hummingbird research in Ecuador. That's enough, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yes.
Okay.
Say you're doing that, and I have something I'm going to say afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'll say the whole thing again. Yeah. And I'm really excited to continue the hummingbird research that we've done here all semester long, but actually in the real world. So Dr. Pim has arranged a way for me to go to Ecuador this summer and continue tracking hummingbirds using camera footage. And I don't. Again, I trap myself. I don't know what to say. I can try that one more time in a sentence. Yeah.
I was gonna say you wanted to say more, just tracking hummingbird populations.
I don't know what I'll be doing.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah. But this summer, I'll be able to go to Ecuador and in person, in the field, keep conducting the hummingbird research we've been doing all semester.
Yeah. Make sure you bring back some souvenirs and chocolate. I want chocolate.
I can't say what I want you to meet.
What do you want her to
They're apparently where she's at are really famous for their wine. So I can't be like, bring me back some wine.
Mozambique, that does sound good.
Yeah, but where I'm from, they're famous for chocolate. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's more peachy.
Yeah.
Okay, that was so great. Is there anything you're thinking we should get repeated about that, or? I mean, that's the last question I have about the lab. So I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to say about the lab, but if you feel like we've covered it, then we can move on.
I feel good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel like you guys have some really great stuff.
I'm gonna need to switch out my battery. Actually, I think I have batteries.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Can I have a cracker?
That arch for the longest time, I thought that arch was at the marine lab.
Oh, you've just seen it in photos?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, marine lab, because it'll always be an environmental science thing. And I'm like, I know the buildings here on campus, but I'd always be like, marine lab, marine lab. And then one day I drove past it, and I was like,
Oh.
See?
These are tasty.
In one of our other one-on-one videos, one of the professors was talking about that arch too, but she was like, it looks like I've been chugging it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we have that on film.
I did not get those.
Yeah, I didn't get that vibe either.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I shouldn't have apologized for that.
Hmm.
I just did something horrible.
Oh no.
I mean, not really. I'm just being a baby. I got
Oh.
my nail caught and it's torn. And you know, has that
Yes,
happened to
and
you?
right-
I'm gonna have to wait like a month until it grows out.
Ah.
I hate that, because then you're like, if it gets caught on something, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was so ready for you to say like that hadn't been recording the whole time.
That's what I thought. I was like, what?
I was like,
It's
no.
supposed to be
When
like,
it came out of my mouth, like,
Mm.
really not so bad to just hurt your nail.
Do you think it actually, if you screw the bottom one first, that's what actually screws it in?
This.
Sorry. This thing here. This is what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but.
I was trying to figure out the camera for the class.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. We never really did figure that out, did we?
Not really.
Sorry, maybe.
How to like, it would always just like,
Oh, yeah.
No, I
What?
didn't. I actually.
We were just like, it hasn't fallen yet.
yeah.
You got your questions ready for lunch?
Do you want me to give you your old battery?
No.
Or do you want me to hold on to it?
Girlfriend, I have had
Either way.
so many exams.
I know. I know.
Also, my first question is, what am I doing? Like,
I've been building up questions all semester. And I'm really upset because I think I bought these blue pants, right? And I think I can't wear them.
wait, the Kim Possible pants?
No.
Oh,
No. Kim Possible pants are Kim Possible color.
okay,
And
okay.
I got like other pants that are blue.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure I can't wear them.
How
Because I
come?
started like looking up stuff and like travel advice and stuff.
Mhm.
And people were like, don't wear blue. Because the fly you're trying to avoid is attracted to the color blue. And I'm like, I have to see if this is real because I'll be upset. I like my blue pants.
Yeah.
What fly?
What is it called? The Tetsu?
Oh, Tetsu.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Tootsie.
Is it actually attracted to blue? Do you
I
know?
haven't heard that.
Okay. Because I'd like to keep my pants. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I have like, I always gravitate towards blue. Like,
Yeah, I feel like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
looking at my closet and literally everything's like black and white, and then I'll be like, let me get some colors. So I'll buy like something blue. So it's like black,
Yeah.
white, and blue.
A lot of my closet is green, blue, and black and gray. Lots of gray,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I have lots of black, white, and then like tans, variations
Oh,
of
yeah.
tan and beige.
And then I have this one bright yellow shirt. It's horrible.
I don't think I have any yellow. Like I organize my closet by color.
Mhm.
So like the red section's like a little big. There's like one orange shirt.
Mhm.
Yellow's gone. Like 2 things green,
Yeah.
blue, and then like purple,
Mm.
white.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then my t-shirts are just like whatever. Like it's whatever I can get on for free on campus.
I was about to say my closet is my t-shirts. I was like, what do you mean?
Well, I keep my t-shirts in the drawer.
I actually hang mine up
And
because
yeah,
they're
it's
my
like,
real
this is what
clothes.
you wear those to bed. Unless I'm like, I feel like being an environmental science major today. Where's my environmental science shirt?
Two types of people.
Yeah, right? Exactly. That's why I was like, we dress to how we are.
Yeah.
So if you didn't wear a t-shirt because you're like, I need a color.
Yeah, this is my nicest thing, probably, right now. I'll get crumbs off.
So, two questions, and you can sort of tell me what order you want to talk about those in. So, what do you want to do after you graduate? But also, how has the research in your time at Duke so far influenced your sort of career goals? So you could talk about this together, or we could do one first. I'm not sure which makes more sense to you guys.
I think
Yeah.
the second one makes more sense because it's saying how does research impact how we want to be.
Yeah, do you want me to ask you that?
Yeah, you can ask me that. And then,
Yeah. Am I ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Has working in Dr. Pim's lab changed the way you know? You want me to ask first, like, how your career or your career path has changed, or like?
However you want to ask it.
Okay.
I'll incorporate. I know I'm like, for me it's an incorporated question.
Okay. Yeah.
So however you want to ask it, I'll just.
Do you want me to ask like how your environmental science direction has changed, or like?
Maybe like how is like my experiences impacted?
Yeah.
Like what I want to do.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think that
Yeah.
something
Okay.
along
Okay,
those
yeah.
lines.
So has the experience of working in Dr. Pim's lab changed the way that you want to approach the environmental field?
Yeah, so for me coming into Duke, I mentioned earlier that I did not know how I wanted to get into environmental sciences. I knew I wanted to work with animals, and I knew I wanted to work in conservation because of my previous work that I had done. But coming to Duke and working at the Lemur Center and working under Dr. Pim, I quickly realized there's so many different fields and opportunities that are within conservation. And my experience in his lab has just let me know that it's okay that you don't know exactly what you want to do. And I think the major really reflects that as well. The major is so open and allows you to take different classes and then do that specialization I mentioned earlier. And it just gives you the opportunity to explore different things and see what you want to do. So from that experience in classes and just working for Dr. Pim, I've really narrowed it down that I do know that I do want to work in the sciences. And I am pursuing the BS in the environmental science degree, and I would like to continue on after school and get an advanced degree, become a doctor of philosophy, and work on animal conservation. And one thing that I really learned in Dr. Pim's lab is that you don't have to focus on just one thing, which coming into college I was really worried about. I was like, oh no, I have to pick one animal that I want to focus on, and that's the only animal I can save. But my lab experience has shown we're working on hummingbirds in that part of the lab, but other people are working on mangroves, and then there's the big cats, which is part of the class, and then giant pandas. And just seeing that in that one lab space, you're working on so many different issues, and that's a career path that you can go on and be successful in. It was really encouraging for me and really confirmed what I'm doing and my major, and really helps my parents feel more comfortable knowing that I'll actually find a job or be able to do something after college. So my lab experience has really helped me with that.
Yeah, I've had a really similar experience. I guess I expected to come into college and have to specialize immediately, but what actually happened is I came and I found out that environmental science is so broad, it's so huge. It embodies law and policy and hard sciences, and all these things are interesting to me. So I've been exploring all of them, and by being in Dr. Pim's lab, I've been able to explore like the conservation research side of that, which has been incredibly interesting. And like you said, it also isn't a totally binding thing. It's something that you can learn from and hop on another path from or continue indefinitely. So the variety of things you can do with the environmental science field is really exciting, and I hope I never stop exploring the different venues of environmental science that there are. So after I graduate from Duke as an undergraduate, I'll hopefully be going on to graduate school. I have my sights set on a PhD in the future. I don't think I'll ever stop wanting to learn and keep doing environmental work.
Yeah. And it's amazing that the School of the Environment gives you the skills and the like basic foundation you need to do whatever you want after undergrad. You're not just getting a diploma for your undergrad and being done. You're not just getting the BS, but you're also preparing yourself for the next step, whether that is going straight immediately and getting a job or going on to graduate school and getting a master's or a doctor's degree. And it's just been a great opportunity knowing that I will have that foundation to choose at my senior year, so I don't have to know exactly right now, but I'll be ready when I need to make the choice.
I agree. I feel like the School of the Environment is really preparing me for whatever it is I end up choosing to do in my future. All right, and now we want to do...
Yeah,
I guess we covered both a little bit.
I think you did cover both, but then I have a slightly different question that's similar. How do you feel, because I feel like generally, and based on what you guys have said before, people going into the environmental field like are doing it because they want to have a positive impact on the world. And so, sorry, I wrote down some notes. So sort of what problem do you want to solve, or do you think you will maybe solve, or what positive impact are you hoping to have on the world? And if you can, I don't know if you'll be able to sort of tie that back to things you've learned at the Nicholas School. That'd be great. But, and that's a hard question, I realize. So
It is a hard question.
we can sort of talk it out beforehand, or if you have questions.
What do you want to solve, Andy?
World peace.
Yeah, right. Peace, answer to everything.
Yeah.
And actually, you don't have to talk so specifically about what
Yeah.
you want to solve, but just
Whoa.
yeah.
Okay. That was horrifying.
If it is true, talk about the fact that you do want to solve some of the world's environmental, or sort of, just talk about that passion that you guys have for making the world a better place and how that fits into choosing environmental science as your major.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm ready if you want me.
Take a shot at pre-meds and be like, I might not be a doctor, but I'm just joking. If you want to start it off, I
Sure.
can maybe figure something out.
Yeah. Do you want to ask me, like, whatever?
Yeah, okay, so how do you want me to ask? Do you want me to ask you, like,
Maybe
is
like,
there a problem you want to solve, or is there something?
like I would ask, like, what's your motivation for choosing environmental science? Yeah.
What's been your motivation for choosing the environmental science major and going in an environmental science field?
So, I don't know when I first became interested in our environment. It was probably at a really young age, because ever since I was able to walk, I've been out in the woods, collecting sticks, playing games in the creek, otherwise just really enjoying the world that is ours. So my sister and I, we grew up in western North Carolina near Asheville, so we had the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains as our backyard, which was absolutely amazing. And there's a lot of people out there who are staunch conservationists, however you do that. There's a lot of people in the Appalachian region who dedicate their lives to protecting this beautiful natural world that we have. And that's been really inspiring to me. And I also feel that it resonates with me really deeply, because one of the things that I care about the most is the world that we live in and the beautiful and amazing and sometimes even scary things that are our natural wildlife, our natural, I'll end that sentence. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I care deeply about the things that are our natural world, and I want to spend my life protecting the things that I care about. I know this career path is much more than myself. I wouldn't be doing this for money and fame. I'm doing this more because I'm passionate and I care about something, and I want to spend the entire rest of my life doing something that will be fulfilling and make me happy and also make the world a better place.
Okay.
Yeah, now you want to think?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have, I don't really have a transition, but I'm just going to talk.
Yeah.
You just want to talk? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
For me, when I was younger, I was really impacted going to the zoo and visiting the animals. And that was the first time someone explained to me the concept of extinction and animals going extinct. And that was just such a mind-blowing idea to me. Like, what? Like, the beautiful tigers that are here are going to disappear if we don't save them. And from there, I actually went home and I decided to be like a little animal crosswalk person. So, as I'm sure you know, sometimes frogs don't make it across the sidewalk, so I would be there helping them along and like telling people to stop and helping them around. And so from there, that's when I had an evolution of different careers I wanted to take. So first, it started off as animal trainer, because in my young mind, that was a conservation effort, and then eventually evolved to vet. And here we are today. I would like to be a wildlife biologist. Here we are today. I'd like to be a wildlife conservationist. And it's just something, it is a career of passion, as you mentioned, and it is something that I want to do because it's something I want to do because I can't stand the thought of living in a world where there are no tigers, or there are no elephants, or there's no red wolves running around in North America. And for me, it would be just a shame to stand by and watch everything go away, knowing that I can get the skills and I can work with these creatures that I'm so passionate about and contribute to their survival and help them carry on in this world so future generations can see them, but also so they can keep our world healthy and maintain the world that we live in and that we cherish. So the thought of just standing by and watching things happen, I've never been a bystander, or at least I try not to be, so I can't be a bystander in this situation. So it's been something I'm very passionate about, and the thought of being able to at least save one species is just amazing, or even just contributing to their survival is just something that I would like to be a part of and know that I helped, so I can tell the future generations I was there and I helped with the survival of the red wolf or the Mexican wolf or whatever other species needs help.
That's great,
Cool.
you guys. Yeah. Could you also sort of, continuing on that, then tie it in to say, and I'm so happy to be at Duke and taking classes at the School of the Environment, or majoring in environmental science, because that is going to prepare me to help solve these problems or help me fulfill those dreams.
I actually have a way to go there.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
go ahead.
question, but I have like a
Sure.
go there. And for me, because I was so passionate and so and wanted to go to a school that will provide me those skill sets that I need for this career, that's how I found Duke University. The School of the Environment is such a unique opportunity here, and it is world-renowned. It's top in the nation. It's amazing to know I'm going to a school that's one of the best schools for the environment. It offers different opportunities like the Lemur Center, Marine Lab, the professors that are in the School of the Environment, and just knowing that I will have the classes and have the skill set that I need to go out in the field and go out in the world and make it a better place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Duke is objectively a really amazing school, and a lot of people choose it because, you know, it's USA News Today ranking of, you know, number 4, I shouldn't say the number, should I? But yeah, Duke is objectively a really good school. But for me, what made it super special was actually the Nicholas School of the Environment, because this separate school that we have within Duke is a world leader in environmental sciences and conservation work, and it's the best place that I can think of to go and get an education, get the hard and soft skills that you need to become an environmental science to make a difference. Because I don't want to just learn about the environment and be this basin of environmental knowledge. I want to apply this and make a change in the world and make a positive difference. And the best way to do that is to get the best education that you can and get the most skills that you can, and you can do that through the Nick School. And that way you can make a big difference in the world.
And the School of the Environment really promotes the hands-on approach and hands-on learning and getting that research. You come in your first day and they tell you all the different research opportunities that they have, and they promote that. Like, get lab experience. Even if you may not want to do that in your future, at least get the experience and let that decide if you actually want to do that. So it's amazing that we have the school that provides you those opportunities and wants to see you grow and wants to see you change the environmental world and save the world. So it's been great.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to ask you for a time check. What time is it?
Yeah, it is 10:24.
Oh, that's right. We started early. I was
Wait,
like,
did we start early?
No. I thought we started like 10 or 11. I was like, oh my gosh, it's probably noon already, but it's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that, I think, so we're going to do one more thing where we talk about the Marine Lab again, but I think that concludes the main event. Unless there's anything else that you guys wanted to say about why you're excited to be at the Nicholas School. I mean, you've said a lot of amazing things.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Is there anything else Yeah, you guys are so awesome.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
guys really nailed it. Like, you were saying so many things. I was like, yes. Oh, I'm so glad they said that. It's gonna make it really easy to edit this.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing, so this might be just like a separate little clip that we edit for Scotty to use, but we just really liked how you guys were talking about how you were so excited to go
Yeah.
to the Marine Lab, and you know, that, yeah, you didn't realize, I think at first, that you could go there and take courses. I mean, I don't remember exactly what you said, but maybe if you guys could just have a
Yeah.
Okay.
short conversation about that.
Yeah.
Does anyone need any crackers before we start?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to start? I'll question you.
I was thinking like, oh, whatever. You can go
Or
ahead.
you
If you have
wanna
something in
just
mind.
Do you want to just talk? I don't
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, like, what are you most excited for the Marine Lab? Or, like, what drew you to the Marine Lab? Something like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was thinking about just talking about, because I think what she was mentioning is how I was like, I didn't know that you didn't have to be like a marine biologist.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be great too. And you don't, in this part, you don't really need to ask each other questions.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just sort of
Yeah.
start talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to kick it off, or you want me to kick it off?
No, you can go.
Okay. I think the biggest surprise about the Marine Lab was it's not just for marine biologists. I'm not necessarily sure that's something I really want to focus in. I know I want to go into wildlife conservation, but I think I'm more of a land person than an ocean lover. So the Marine Lab, at first, I was like, it's great that it's here. I probably won't go, but at least I know how the Nick School stands on environment. At least I know how Duke stands on the environment. The fact that they offer this really shows that they have like a strong environmental program, and they want environmental scientists to like have great opportunities. But then my freshman year, I actually did a field trip to the Marine Lab because it was free.
I think I was there.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
I see our pass or destined to cross. But
Yeah.
I went because I was like, it's free, like why not? Day at the beach. And it was more of a tour of a campus because, you know, that's what they were doing. But it was amazing to go there because the person who was leading our tour was telling us about all these courses, and I was like, these are courses that I would be interested in taking. And I was like, I asked her, I was like, I'm not like a marine biologist, but I really like the classes that you're taking or you're offering. And she was like, you don't have to be a marine biologist. You could be pre-med or you could be an engineer. Like, these are just classes for everyone, but obviously if you're into conservation, they're great classes. And just knowing that they're not just focused on like marine stuff. Yes, they do like do field trips and whatnot to the local islands or just like on the boat rides and whatnot. It was nice to know that it's for everyone, and so they offer courses for everyone, and I can go there and take a travel course and go abroad, or I can just stay there and learn more about biology with like, you know, doing field trips to the island right across that has wild horses. Like, it was amazing knowing that it's not just for one thing. It's very open, and it's got a curriculum for all types of environmentalists.
Yeah, I was also very excited when I went to visit the Marine Lab. So I also went on the freshman visitation day that they arranged from East Campus to Beaufort. Oh, I should have made that a question. I should have just been confident. But yeah, I also had the same realization when I visited. They have courses there that aren't offered, at least not in the same way as the ones that are here at Duke. At least at this campus. So, for example, when I visited, they had a new drones class that they had, which is so cool. And I have zero experience with drones, but if I were to go to the Marine Lab, and I'm planning to, I would definitely, you know, spread my branches and try that. And I'm also really excited for the travel courses. So there's a difference between like fall and spring, and I was trying to weigh my options of whether I should go in the fall or spring, and I ended up choosing to go in the spring just because they have so many options of studying abroad through the Marine Lab, which is really cool. So being at the Marine Lab itself, I think is really great because it's a change of scenery. You get ocean experience. It's like a different type of, I shouldn't have said that. I was like,
Yeah, it is like, it's like this small community.
yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but I was like, it's not a different, it's not different people, it's just,
Yeah.
It's
Well, different professors.
it's a
it's like a little microcosm. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it was a microcosm, but I was like,
it's a different Duke experience.
Yeah.
Because it is that close-knit community that you get to learn from, and then you get to do different classes. There are some classes that are there that aren't offered here at Duke, like conservation of sea turtle biology. I'm going to say that one at a time. Conservation of sea turtles. I don't know where that was going, but
yeah.
maybe, okay, I'm trying to think.
I'm just excited too because they have a really heavy emphasis on research there too. I remember when I visited, they were talking about how you can do independent research while you're there. There's a lot of professors that have projects, or you can have your own project and get a professor as a mentor while you're there. That's a heavy emphasis of the Marine Lab, in addition like to the really cool courses you can take and the opportunity to travel abroad and see other cool places, and also get to know the close-knit community that you will be spending a semester with.
Also, the Marine Lab has the Rachel Carson Scholars Program, so you can try and become a scholar, put that on your resume, and then also enjoy the amazing opportunities at the Marine Lab, and hopefully use that work to create an honor thesis and graduate with distinction and just be more prestigious than just having that Duke diploma.
Did you apply for that?
No, not this year.
Wait, I thought this year was our only year.
No.
Okay, this is why I need to talk to you because I don't know these things. My roommate applied.
Yeah, so the Rachel Carson Scholars Program, you can apply starting your sophomore year.
Oh, I see.
And you just have to have so you can apply starting your sophomore year, and then you have to get your experience, like Marine Lab experience. I think it's 2 semesters or something like that, or at least 1 semester, and then like a summer or something. And it just allows you to not only take the classes there, but then also have like a project of your kind of own, or work with someone at the Marine Lab and get that experience in their lab. But then also the lab experience is with the hope that at the end you'll be able to write up a paper and publish it, or at least get an honors thesis off of it.
Yeah.
So, and then can you also talk about just the fact that you guys are both, you sort of touched on it, but you're
Yeah.
definitely planning
Oh, yeah.
the spring of your senior year,
Junior year, yeah.
junior year to go.
Yeah.
Just talk about that.
Yeah. Want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what courses I'm gonna.
I don't know what courses I'm taking, but
You want to take it off?
sure.
You want me to ask you?
What? Oh, I don't know. It's whatever.
I can ask you, like, what are your spring plans or something?
I was just
Or
gonna
do you
say,
wanna
like-
just talk.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, yeah. So it turns out we're gonna go to the Marine Lab at the same time.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, we're both looking forward to our junior spring to spend our semester at the Marine Lab, which will be really exciting. Maybe we'll be doing research there again. Could be roommates or lab mates again.
And then also being at the Marine Lab, and then also abroad a few places, because the spring does offer the travel courses. So maybe going to Singapore or Puerto Rico or Belize or any other destinations that are available for you to spend 4 weeks at, which will be fun. We'll probably end up on the same ones.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm mostly excited for a change in the classes, that like a difference between the classes that I take here at Duke and the classes I take there. For example, one of the classes I just finished, organic chemistry, had at least 150 people in it. It was an enormous class, very impersonal lecture, and that's the way it happens with these general introductory courses. But at the Marine Lab, it would be a smaller group of people. We all know each other. We all live together and go to the dining hall together. And it's more of a one-on-one interaction with the professor. And I think to go out in the field with a professor and have a class with them and this small group of people that you're spending a lot of time with is a different kind of education than you would get on campus, perhaps. Not saying that those kind of courses aren't available here on campus, but it's like the norm at the Marine Lab. Yeah.
It's also nice that you'll have that small, close community with, for the most part, environmental science majors, and you'll get to meet each other and start building those bonds and being like, hey, we're like trying to go in the same field, and just seeing how different people go into different environmental science fields is really interesting, and seeing what they're interested, maybe like toxicology or environmental health, or versus wildlife conservation, and just having that close community and getting to know people better, and then hopefully to come back to main campus with more friends that you hadn't had before. It's great.
Yeah, I like what you said about like environmental science majors, but also people who may not be just environmental science or have different interests. So my roommate, Candace, is really, really into the Marine Lab, and she's already been and she plans to go back. So she's actually an engineer, and she took the drone class over the summer, and her love is sharks. She really loves sharks. So she's spending her time at the Marine Lab learning about conservation and biology and environmental science while she's studying at the Pratt School here on campus. And she's kind of bringing an intersection between engineering and our natural world, and she's going to use those skills in the future that she's learned at the Marine Lab for her dream job to work at the Monterey Bay Aquarium as like a technician for their marine exhibits, which I think is really cool. And I like the fact that even though Candace isn't an environmental science major like me, she can still go to the Marine Lab and have an amazing experience and grow so much from it.
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah,
I saw that coming. I was like, oh.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, you guys are doing such a good job. Could you just say one more time, and maybe, yes, we can sort of coordinate this. So you'll say, I'm planning to go
Okay.
my
Spring
junior semester.
Yeah.
And then you can say, oh yeah, me too.
Okay.
Just to sort of have that.
Yeah, okay.
And then,
Do you want to ask me, like, when do you plan on going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll ask you that.
Yeah.
And then maybe I can ask you, I don't know, do you need a transition for the Marine Lab?
it
Or
doesn't
do you-
need, no,
Okay.
you can
So
Okay.
I'll just ask you,
Yeah.
so when are you planning on going to the Marine Lab?
I'm planning on going to the Marine Lab in the spring, my junior spring.
Me too. We'll be there together.
Yay!
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
And could you say, sorry, one other thing that might not be clear for people who aren't familiar, that you're gonna spend the whole semester there?
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
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 So sort
So-
of that same thing.
Yeah,
again,
so
but-
I plan,
Mhm.
yeah, so we'll be together and we'll be there for the spring semester, junior year.
Yeah, I'm excited to spend the whole semester on a different campus. It'll be so awesome.
It'll be a nice change in scenery, especially because it'll be on the beach versus the lovely Duke Forest.
Perfect, you guys. It's really great. So, unless you have anything else, I think we just have one more thing,
Okay.
which is we'll have you guys. I'm gonna disconnect you from your mics.
Oh, are you gonna have us sit down?
Yeah.
I saw that. I remember the videos. Yeah.
Exactly. So you walk in and like give each other a hug and just sit down, just to have
Okay.
sort of a little
Intro.
scene. So.
I don't know.
Can walk
I'm
and be
trying to
like,
think, what do
ew,
we
it's
do?
you
Yeah.
again.
I'm trying to think of, like,
Oh,
that's
do you
how
wanna-
we greet each
I
other.
got this. I actually have to do one thing.
Yeah, it's like that's how we greet each other. So I'm trying to figure out like